Hello everyone and welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone tutorials. In this tutorial I'm showing you guys how to build my simple fully automatic melon / pumpkin farm. Now if you have built my fully automatic sugarcane farm, which I'll have a link to in the description below, then you'll have no trouble whatsoever building this because it's the exact same thing, just with reverse pistons, except it works great, guys. This thing works amazingly. It's not 100% lossless. As you can see right there, you will lose a melon or pumpkin sometimes. However, you'll be creating so many melons and pumpkins, guys, you won't notice. You just won't notice. Let's go down here into the box. Now, this thing's been running for maybe 45 minutes to 50 minutes, and we have already gotten 2.5 stacks of melons, guys. That's in only 45 minutes. So like I said, and this is only 3 lines. Now, the reason how this is making so many is not just because of the front right here. It is also growing back here as well. As you see, this thing has a 280 view on it, and we have the option to grow up to at least 28 melons or pumpkins on each one of these lines. I know it's not 100% lossless, but like I said, you're gonna be getting so many melons and pumpkin, guys. As you see, they just keep growing non-stop. This thing is crazy. Also, you can create whatever kind of collection system that you want. You don't have to use the minecart system. I just like making my stuff look modern, so I went with the minecart system right here. But if you know a better one, then go right ahead and use whatever one you like. So let's just jump right into this build, guys, because it is super easy. Alright guys, so for this entire build, you're going to need a 21×7 spacing, and I can't really give you the height because you can make this thing go to the sky barrier if you really want to. It's just the same thing, guys, stacked on top of each other. Now for the redstone for each individual line right here, we're going to need at least 15 pistons, 1 furnace, 28 dirt, 15 redstone, 1 redstone comparator, 1 redstone repeater, 2 sand blocks, blocks to put our redstone down on, and at least 14 blocks to put in our furnace. I highly recommend using dirt. Now for our collection bay, if you want to make whatever kind of collection bay, go right ahead. But for this exact minecart station collection bay, you're going to need at least 30 rails, 5 powered rails, 4 redstone blocks, 2 hoppers, 4 chests, 1 redstone comparator, 1 redstone torch, 1 redstone dust. And then for our blocks of choice, I'm going to be using glass because glass just looks amazing and you kind of want to see what's going on in there. I'm also going to be using white stained clay, black stained clay, and torches to light up the area, just so in case enemies spawn in there and get on the minecart track and stop your minecart. You don't want that to happen, so you want to light this thing up very well. Use glowstone, use whatever you want, just make sure the area is lit up nicely. Now once you've gotten your 21×7 spacing, come to the bottom left hand corner, and what we're going to do is count over 6 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to count up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Now off this block, we're going to go 14 dirt blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dirt blocks to the right. And we're going to do that one more time, but we're going to skip this block, and now we're going to go 14 dirt blocks back. That way, obviously, you don't have to count. You just got to follow the dirt blocks underneath it. Next, what I want you to do is take out any block you want to and just put it right in the middle of both of these. This is where our pistons will be going. Next, what I want you to do off this block is just put a piston facing towards you, and then every other block, I want you to put a piston facing towards you. So skip a block and put another piston down facing towards you all the way down this line. So go ahead and just skip a block and put a piston facing towards you down every other line, and then we're going to do the same thing back here. But we don't have to do every line because now we already know where to put them. So just go ahead and put pistons in like this, and then we're going to swing back to over here on this side. And then off this piston right here, we're going to put another one facing upwards with 2 sand blocks on top of it. 1, 2. Then right on top of this piston next to the sand block, we're going to go ahead and stick our furnace here. Go inside your furnace and then go ahead and put 14 of any item in here. It doesn't really matter. That's just going to give us power for our redstone comparator. Then off to the side of this piston, we're going to put a block. Then coming out of this sand block, we're going to put a comparator going this way. As you see, the comparator comes on because there's items inside of this furnace right here. Next, we're going to put a block up in front of this comparator, a block to the backhand side. We can delete this block, it's not needed. Put 2 pieces of redstone dust here, and then we're going to swing a line of blocks going all the way down these pistons right here. So take out your blocks and bring them all the way down the pistons. Next, what I want you to do is take out your redstone dust and bring another line of redstone dust off these blocks back to this side, like that. Now, obviously, we are not getting power from here, and we're going to have to stick a repeater right here to send power to the rest of this redstone dust. So go right here, delete this redstone dust, and put a repeater going that way to send power to it. And that's the entire bud switch for this build, guys. This is how this entire thing works. You are completely done with your bud switch. So now any blocks going next to these pistons will update them. So if a melon or a pumpkin grows in front of them, it will push it out and break it. So now we can go ahead and put in our melon or pumpkin stems. So behind every one of these pistons, behind the pistons, we're going to till the ground, and then we're going to go ahead and place a melon seed or a pumpkin seed. So behind every piston, till the ground, put a melon seed. Till the ground, put a pumpkin seed. Put whatever you want kind of seed, but it has to be a melon or a pumpkin seed, like that behind every single one. And we're going to do the same thing on this side as well. So behind every single one, just place down a seed stem. Now, if you have the bone meal, I highly recommend just bone mealing it up so they could start growing right away. Next, what I'm going to show you is how to stack them on top of each other. I'm only going to show you how to stack it once because it's that easy, guys. So right above this line of redstone dust, we're just going to take out our dirt and go 14 blocks down this way with our dirt. You can kind of get the understanding of where we're going with this. Come out 2 blocks right here, and then just put a line of dirt right here as well. Then right in between the dirt, we're going to do the same thing like we did down there. Just put a line of blocks down here. Then starting from this side, we're going to put pistons facing towards us every other block. It's just the same thing over and over again, guys. That's why I'm going a little bit faster here. So then we're going to put a few more pistons facing backwards this way as well. Swing over to this side, put a piston facing upwards, 2 sand blocks on top of it, 1, 2. Off the top of this piston, we're going to go ahead and put a furnace. Go inside the furnace and place 14 blocks in. So I'm just going to use my dirt right here. Just place in at least 14 blocks. You can use more if you really want to, but you don't have to. Then we're going to put a block next to this piston, put a comparator coming out of it, put 2 blocks up in front of it. So 1, 2, delete this bottom block, put 1 over here, and then bring this line of blocks going all the way down to the end. Then going back towards it, we're going to take out our redstone dust and bring it all the way back towards it like so. Then off this one, we're going to delete here and put a repeater going that way, and that should be our whole budded state right there. You see they are updating, and now all we have to do is just put in our stems behind every other piston. Next, what we're going to do is add some torches so no enemies spawn in, thus breaking our collection system. And look at all these melons growing. We got to get our collection system in so we can start doing it. So right underneath these blocks right here, these dirt blocks, we're just going to place in some blocks of choice. Use whatever color you like. And then right off here, we're going to put as many torches as you'd like to. You don't have to do all these torches across the entire thing, but I like to do it right here. And then right off the top one, once you are done building it, we're going to add one more line like this. Once you are done building it, as many lines as you want, guys, you don't only have to do 2. You can add in as many lines as you want. But once you get done right off the top one, we're just going to put another row of torches like this. Don't worry, it should always look like this, guys. There will never be anything different like that. And then off the back ones, I like to just place my torches along the blocks that have the redstone on it. So just put a line of torches like that. And a line of torches right here as well. Once you've gotten your light in, now we can go ahead and do our collection system. So we're going to come right down here, and off this side of this block, we're just going to come over one and then over one more, and place a redstone block right here. Put a powered rail next to it, and then just bring a line of regular rails going all the way down before the last block right here. Delete this block and put a powered rail here, like that. Make sure you get that redstone block underneath it, or there won't be any power going to it. And then we're going to bring normal rails going all the way down over here and do the same thing on this side and place down a redstone block with a powered rail on top of it, and then bring a line of regular rails all the way down to the one right before the end. Delete this block, redstone block, and put a powered rail on top of it, and then put a normal block in front of it. Make sure it's not a transparent block. This cannot be glass. This cannot be glowstone. It has to be a normal block. So just use like stone, cobblestone, wood, things like that. Make sure it's not a transparent block. So once you got your rail going around the entire thing, we're going to come back over to this side, and where this redstone block is, we're going to go ahead and put a normal rail right here. Then we're going to come down a block and over a block and put 2 chests like that. And then on top of these 2 chests, I want you to put 2 more normal chests. So go into sneak mode, and then just, you know, jump up and put another normal chest like that. And then another one right here as well. Oh, did I get out of sneak mode? Get out of there. And then put another one right here like so. Once you've gotten your chests in, come to the backhand side, and then right next to this normal rail, we're going to go ahead and place in a hopper going into the back of this chest, and do the same thing one more time like that. If you're going to make this thing a lot taller, guys, I highly recommend making a better collection system. But if you don't need that many melons, then this one should work absolutely fine. Then right on top of this hopper, we're going to go ahead and go into sneak mode and put down another power rail like that. Then we're going to put a block down next to this hopper. Coming out of this hopper, I want you to go ahead and put a comparator going this way with a block in front of it. Put a redstone torch on top of the block, a block on top of the redstone torch, a block to the side next to this powered rail, and then we're going to put redstone dust up here. So what this is going to do is when our minecart with a hopper comes through, it will drop the items off inside this hopper, and what that's going to do is if there's items inside this hopper, it's going to turn on this comparator, thus turning off this powered rail, letting all the items funnel in. So the bigger your thing is, you kind of want this right here so you don't lose any extra items going through the entire hopper. Now what we can do is take out our minecart with a hopper, which I never told you guys to take out, so I kind of feel bad about that. But you're going to need a minecart with a hopper. Place that in like this. And what that's going to do is just go around collecting. So once it comes back around, it should stop it. So boop, as you see, it stops. It unloads all the items. And then once all the items are out of it, then it will thus shoot it off again. So Man, how much did it pick up? Wow, it picked up a lot of melons. Let's see. It already picked up 19 melons. Jeez, this thing's working fast. So as you saw right there, guys, this thing is working fast. It already got 19 melons. So now all we have to do is encase it so we don't lose any melons. I'm sure some of them came off the side or something. No, we're pretty good right now. But we want to make it so the melons don't go flying off in every direction. So let's just start capping this thing off. So right here next to these pistons, we're just going to bring a line of blocks up like this, hiding all of this redstone like that. Then I like to do is come out one block above our rail like this and bring it up next to our chest. And then I bring glass around this entire thing. But first we're going to swing over to this side. And then right here where this block is stopping our minecart, we're just going to bring a line of blocks up back here. Bring this up. And we just want to hide all our redstone. Try to hide it as good as possible. So let's bring this all the way up like here. And then we'll do it one more time like this. And now what we're going to do is encase this whole entire area with glass. So I'm just going to skip ahead real fast, guys. So we're going to go ahead and take our glass out and just bring it around the entire railway system. Alright guys, so I put all my glass in up to the point where our sand is right here. So if you want to add more in, if you want to add more of these rows in, go ahead and do it. But however, once you are done, once you feel like you have finished the entire thing and you're ready to cap the top off, what I like to do is line it up with the sand block. And then where there's 2 sand blocks, and the reason why I use 2 sand blocks is so if this one updates down here, it will push up, thus updating this piston here too. So if one pumpkin or melon grows down here, it will also update it, pushing off any up here as well. Even though it doesn't really need to do that, I just like having it like that, so that means you're getting double the push off just in case. However, if you feel like you are completely done, you've got enough rows, go all the way to the top, make sure you cap it to the point where there's 2 sand blocks, then delete this top sand block like that, and then just put a little cap over it. Now, the reason why you want to put a little cap over it is just in case something spawns, you don't want it falling inside there. But there you guys have it. We are completely done. I'm not going to show you how to cover up this area over here because I'm sure you guys can cover this up on your own. All you have to do is just put a little thing around it so you don't have to see any of the redstone. So before we leave off, let's see how many melons we have gotten. So I'm going to go in here. We've already gotten 30 melon slices, guys, just in the time of me showing you how to build this thing. Like I said, you're going to be making a lot of melons and a lot of pumpkins from this. So the bigger you're going to make it, you're going to be making a lot. You're going to be making a lot of melons and a lot of pumpkins. But there you guys have it. That's how you build my simple fully automatic melon/pumpkin farm. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys, peace.